Hey everybody, RAPTall here. I have a new Wi-Fi battle for you. I'm trying out a new format. Let me know if you like it. I'm still figuring stuff out and seeing how things work and all that. But I'm trying to make my videos look a little better and all that. Anyway, I have another OU battle today versus Yujokid24. It's a pretty fun battle. I like to dub it Attack of the Shinies. There's another video I had where this person had a lot of shinies. Well, this one kind of puts him to shame. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's some hacks on my side that's actually caused by him, so that's kind of cool. A little bit of a stall fest, but it's a good match overall, so hope you like it. Hey everybody, this is another little Pokechat thing that I'm going to do, and this time I'm going to do it on my Togekiss. I really like Togekiss. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. Back in the Gold Silver days, I thought Togepi and Togetic was a pretty cool Pokemon, but I never really could find a place for it on my team. And now when this gen came around, it had the new evolution, and I thought, oh, I really liked its pre-evolutions in the old generation. Maybe I'll try it out. And this is probably one of the first Pokemon I chose for my new team, mostly because it's something that I really did want to use, and I based a good chunk of my team on Pokemon that I hadn't used before and wanted to try out and still thought were pretty cool. So this guy is pretty bulky, no matter how you make him. He has pretty good HP, pretty good special defense and all that, and I make him a little more bulky, giving him kind of the flinch hack set, so he can Thunder Wave and Air Slash opponents to death with a pretty high rate of success, and he also has Aura Sphere there for some coverage. And he would have Roost on it, but sadly he has Wish right now because I didn't have the extra TM. Um, as I said, this Pokemon is a little more bulky. I really do enjoy it. I really like it on my team. Um, and it was before I really thought of kind of the synergy of my team. So this is one of the Pokemon I built my team around, and I think it's working out so far. So that's it, and here's the battle. All right, here we have the battle. And my opponent is using a Sandstorm team. So he starts out with a Tyranitar. And I say, I don't care about your damn Tyranitar. I know I can kill it without you killing me. So I just go straight for the Earthquake instead of worrying about Stealth Rock setup right now. Because I figure if I can kill this guy, that's more important than getting my Stealth Rocks up. And Scrunch does about half to me. Not too worried. I know I can kill him first. But he decides to switch out into his Fortress here. Earthquake isn't going to do much of anything. I was debating setting up my Stealth Rocks here, but I wasn't sure if he was going to try and set up or just go for an explosion or something like that, so I just decided to get out there, and I go to my Togekiss, knowing that the special attacks will do a decent amount of damage to him. So he decides to go for the Toxic Spikes, and I would be worried about that if it was earlier on, but now I have Rapid Spin on my Starmie, so I know I can get rid of them as long as I don't do something stupid with my Starmie. Excuse me. So I go for the Paralyze there, and he gets the first turn Parahacks, which sucks for him, so he can't get up his second layer of spikes. It ends up not being that big of a deal. And at this point, I just decided I'm going to go for the Air Slash to Paraflinch him to death. I'm kind of expecting the explosion, but at the same time, I'm thinking, I have a decent chance of paraflinching him before he is able to use it. But he ends up getting it off to kill my Togekiss, which sucks. It would have been nice to use him later on in the battle, but, it's not that big of a deal. So we're both down a Pokemon, and he lost one of his big walls, so that was pretty cool. I go back out to my Gliscor thinking I'm going to be able to set up Stealth Rocks, which is exactly what I do. And he goes for the Bullet Punch and misses thanks to the Sandveil hacks that he set up, which I just found kind of funny. He goes for the Bullet Punch. I notice that he's Life Orbed. It still doesn't kill me, which is really nice, so I'm able to roost off all the damage, plus gain a little bit extra back. He knows that I can outstall him in that regard, especially with Life Orb damage, so I'm just going to keep going for the roost. He goes into his own Gliscor. And I just roost up back to full HP. Now, I have Earthquake, so that's my only real attacking move, so I can't do much to him, so I'm just going to U-turn out. He decides to taunt me, and I am more than okay with that because, like I said, I'm just about to head out there, and I go straight to my Starmie. Now, the Ice Beam is pretty obvious here, and I knew that he would expect that, so I figured I would just go straight for the rapid spin and get rid of the toxic spikes. And of course, with natural cure, even if I'm losing some HP here due to the poison sandstorm, I'm probably going to switch out, and that way I'll be free of that for whenever I want to come back in later. Now he comes out with Lucario, and I don't know why. I mean, obviously when I saw this, I oh yeah, right, it's Lucario. But after it was gone out of my mind for some dumb reason, I was thinking it was a Ludicolo. I think the names just got in my head, and you know what? It was late at night when I had this battle. I think I was kind of tired and going a little crazy there. But anyway, he dies with my Gliscor. I just go for the U-turn, and I notice him faster, which makes me think that he's not Choice Scarfed, which is kind of the normal set. I go into my Umbreon. I don't know why I did. I think it's more that I realized Umbreon wasn't going to do a whole lot this battle, so I kind of just used it for fodder. And I noticed that he has a Life Orb. I think he has a Life Orb. I go into Gliscor to take the Outrage because I think, okay, he's a little more physically bulky than Umbreon, but it does about the same amount, so like, well, that sucks. I know I can be faster than him, so I just go for the Roost to get off damage, and he hurts himself in confusion right away, so, you know, he's having kind of a lot of bad hacks on his side, which sucks, but it's lucky for me. I believe I go straight out for the U-turn here. Oh no, I go back for the Roost because I think he's going to try and Outrage again, just in case, that way I'm at full HP for whatever comes in afterwards. And this is where I'm going to go for the U-turn. He knocks off my Space Mail. Oh, my poor Space Mail. On a side note, I had a battle before this that ended in about 3 turns because the guy I was facing was using a trick lead and kept trying to trick me, and it wouldn't work. And then he DC'd on me and called me a hacker. And then I laughed at him and said, "No, learn your stuff, go away." And I went for the double switch because I knew he was going to switch out. I went to my Umbreon. And this is actually where I thought, oh, he's going to go out to his Ludicolo, stop the Ice Beam. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I think I had a major brain fart there. What are you going to do? It's not really that big of a deal. It just makes me look a little dumb. But hey, it works out. I was thinking maybe I could survive, but probably not. I'm really not that worried. Umbreon wasn't going to be able to do a whole lot for me this battle. He has the DD up, but a Bullet Punch will take him out before he can do any damage to me, so that's pretty good. And at this point, I think he has 2 or 3 Pokemon left. He goes into his own Sizer. I decide to switch out. He goes for the Pursuit. Ah, that sucks, but it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage to me, so I don't really care. And I go back to my Gliscor because I know I can stall this guy out, just like I did before. And I assume he's going to go for the Bullet Punch because that's what he was doing to me earlier. So I decide to go for the Roost because I know I'll go after him. Now at this point I go for the Earthquake instead of another Roost, thinking that he's either going to switch moves or switch Pokemon, or, you know, I'll be able to live 2 hits, so why not? And he goes for the U-turn knowing that I'm doing that. So he probably figured, oh, he's going to Roost, so that way the Flying type will be gone and he'll do more damage. Luckily for me, that's not what I do, and it works out in my favor. And at this point, I think I've seen his whole team. Yeah, I've seen his whole team. And like I said at the beginning, before the battle, I think every guy on this, every Pokemon on this guy's team is a shiny, which, you know, obviously I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal to me. I just found kind of funny. And actually, the Gliscor shiny is really cool. I kind of like it. Anyway. I go into Starmie, I go for the Ice Beam. He switches out to Flygon, which is also 4 times weak, so that is more than okay with me. At this point, all he has left is his Sizer, which is going to die to Stealth Rock damage, and his Gliscor, which will die to an Ice Beam. So overall, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the match. Good job, Yujokid24. Hopefully sometime we can have a rematch. Question, I want to know, do you got what forums or battle forums do you guys go to find battles? I'm trying to expand my horizons. Anyway, bye.